I have recently discovered the key to finally never having to worry about motivation to go work out, and it all stems back to one simple change. But before I get into all of that, let's think about this from a logical perspective. Do you think I would have been able to achieve this type of physique if I had to be motivated all the time to go to the gym every single day, do my cardio every single day? Do you think I'm that disciplined to be able to go to the gym every single day? I'm telling you right now that anyone who has an above average physique knows something that you don't, because discipline and motivation can only get you so far. But this one trick that I'm gonna go over with you in this video was a game changer for me, as well as everyone else who I've talked to who has an above average physique. So if you're like most people, you're probably working out to get into shape one way or another, whether that's lose fat, build muscle, or just feel better throughout the day. Let's say like you have a goal of losing 20 pounds in a month to go on your vacation coming up. You wanna have your six pack showing at the beach. It's gonna be warm weather. You wanna be able to take your shirt off and not feel self-conscious about your muffin rolls or your muffin top. In that specific moment, that vacation, that beach trip is what's motivating you to go to the gym. It is what I like to call the fire that is underneath your ass right now to get into shape. When you have that fire under your ass to get into shape, because you really don't want to be embarrassed in front of other people because of your body at the beach, you are going to do whatever it takes to lose that 20 pounds to show off your six pack in a month. You are going to become so focused that you are going to make working out your priority. And at this point, since it's a time crunch and you want to lose that weight in 1 month, you are going to operate at a level you never even knew you had. And I see it all the time where people will say they don't have time to go work out. Then all of a sudden, when there's some sort of massive incentive, they find the time. People give time and value to what's important to them. So what's important in this situation is getting your six pack to show so you can go to the beach and have all the girls look at you or not feel embarrassed about your body. It all stems back for there being a deeper reason for you to want to get into shape. So you can accept being fat for 11 months out of the year because there's no deeper reason for you to not be fat except for that one time during the summer when you're going to go on vacation. Only when you're trying to get validation from others is when you want to get into shape. You're not trying to get validation for yourself. Now let's fast forward 1 month. Let's say you do accomplish that goal. You lose the 20 pounds in a month. You feel great. You look great. You can see the outline of your six pack again. However, the vacation's over and you go back home. And within a couple weeks, you're back to square one. You put on not only the 20 pounds that you had previously, but also an additional 5 pounds. You stopped working out, you stopped eating the clean food. Everything just went out the window because you didn't have a deeper reason for you to get into shape. Because you were trying to get into shape to get validation and respect from others. Because you didn't want to embarrass yourself. So if you've never really thought about it, you might think to yourself, where did my motivation go? Where did my discipline go? It felt so effortless before, and it might feel like your self-control is just gone. But I can't sit here on my high horse and act like I've never been there. I think we've all been there at some point, trying to get validation from others, and we do get that validation from others, but then when it's time to go back into our normal habits, our normal routine, we just go back to square one. And the reason this is because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing strictly on the outcome and doing whatever it takes to achieve it, which I'm all for going all in for your goals. But what happens when you achieve those goals? What happens next? Fall back into square one, then want to achieve the same goal again? Or do you want to continue to progress over a long period of time? The goal should be to, one, yes, get into shape, but stay in shape, get in better shape, continue to improve, progress. Love the process. That should be what working out is for. Getting in shape is just a byproduct of you committing to the inputs. But now let's dig a little bit deeper. You do achieve that outcome. Going back to the 20 pounds in 1 month, you do achieve that. You lose the weight. What I found through my own experience and just, talking to other people is you find purpose in chasing that goal. It's more satisfying to be progressing towards something as opposed to actually achieving it. As humans, we love seeing progression, seeing our hard work pay off. We would much rather earn things than be given things. And if you disagree with me, saying that you would like to be given things, even though you didn't earn them, then I'm gonna tell you right now, you are lying. Because think about people who win the lottery. What usually happens to them after they win the lottery? They become literally millionaires overnight. In a vast majority of cases, they are regular people working 9-to-5 jobs, regular ass habits, probably working 9 to 5, coming home, eating fast food, drinking alcohol, smoking weed, doing all of those things, and then all of a sudden, they're a millionaire. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with themselves because they don't have to work anymore. I've seen it on the news and read about it, like online, that once people win the lottery, they think their life's gonna improve for the better. But if they don't know what to do with all that money, their life is ruined because they didn't earn that money. They skipped every single step to get there. They never learned the skills of managing their money and being responsible, which are skills you learn along the way as you start building up that income. Think of it like a fat person who gets a liposuction. After the surgery, yeah, they feel great, they look great. I've even seen a video of a lady crying because she got a liposuction and she was so happy with how she looked. But they haven't built up the habits to stay into shape. 99% of them just put the fat right back on because there is no quick fix. You have to earn things in life. You can't just be given them. They haven't earned being in great shape, so they do not know how to stay in great shape. The idea is very similar to motivation because the idea is to focus on progression, not on a single outcome. Focus on becoming 1% better every single day. Don't get me wrong, it is good to put some sort of outcome-based goal out there just so you have a direction you're going in, but do not make that your sole focus. What you should make your sole focus is committing to the daily inputs that would get you closer and closer to that goal every single day. Make sure you improve from yesterday. The goal should be to make the process sustainable and enjoyable, because if it's neither of those things, you are not going to stick with it. Motivation probably only lasts a couple weeks. People can only stay disciplined for maybe a month or two tops. So you have to find ways to make the process sustainable and enjoyable. That's what the goal should be. That's what should be what motivates you. And that's how I have unlimited motivation to eat clean and work out every single day, because I absolutely love the process. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to find ways to make it a sustainable and enjoyable process very early on when I was 18 years old, because me committing to those activities when I was younger built up my resilience, was able to propel me in the right direction so I can stick to that routine, this routine, for the rest of my life. You see, I don't have a goal of achieving X body weight at X body fat, because those are just outcomes. If I just commit to the daily inputs, outcomes will come to me. Everything else will fall into place as I start taking steps, as I just focus on progression, getting 1% better every single day. Your efforts are compounding. With a little bit of patience and dedication, you would be actually surprised on what you can accomplish. And if you can figure out how to make the process sustainable and enjoyable, you will never have to worry about being motivated again, because you do not have to be motivated to do what you love.